I would like to say the slides number 17 to 19 come with a major disclaimer. They are discussing some preliminary financial numbers to indicate how robust can be a project of refractory bauxite. But the disclaimer is that we do not have a feasibility or compliant resource out there yet. But we have very strong indications that this will be very positive, and that's why I'm confident to discuss these numbers. The planned production is for 100,000 metric tons per annum. We will put two calciners at 54,000 metric tons each. We are talking about German technology of 2006. Each calciner cost in the order of 9 to 10 million euros. And in order to produce the 100,000 metric tons, I need to mine about 300,000 metric tons. Is a rule of thumb in refractory bauxite. You have to mine 3 tons of bauxite to produce 1 ton of calcine, final product. And that's because you will lose some tonnage in the washing business and also the calcining business. The mine daily production with only one shift effectively becomes 1,000 metric tons a day, which is a small operation, and therefore there's a lot of space for expansion. So at the moment, we expect the cost of production with all in less than $200 US per metric ton. The highest cost of that cost of production is the price of oil, the heat source that you will use for calcining bauxite. And effectively, what is a calciner? You heat up your bauxite at about 1700 degrees to break the alumina molecule and drive oxygen out. The sale price is pretty good at the moment and north of $450 per ton FOB in Guyana. But we are projecting here $400 per ton on a conservative ton for the long-term price. And therefore, the net operating profits come at $200 per ton, which produce at least $20 million US per year as net profits all in. An adjusted payback period comes less than 2.5 years, which is obscene, of course, and relates only to projects like where it's diamond mines, etc., but with much higher capital expenditure. The next table is showing the capital expenditure in visas, and we are talking about $50 million to build the 2 calciners, the dock, and the washing plant. So the mine equipment are, minimal. Mining bauxite is very simple because you mine only at about 7 meters. Of course, we have assigned $5 million also for the haulage road to upgrade the existing road from the mine to Sand Hills. The company at the moment is well financed. We have concluded $8 million financing within 2009, and $20 million potentially will be coming in at the delivery of feasibility study by our biggest shareholder, Pacific Road Resource Funds, a private equity fund from Australia. We are going to need another $25 million, obviously, to conclude development, and we will split that between private placements, debt, and off-take agreements. We are already in discussion with marketing companies and ultimate consumers, and we hope to have marketing agreements within the next 6 to 8 months. The key people of this company. Let's talk about the company now. I used to be I'm a physicist, geophysicist with management also studies, and I used to work 18 years with BHP Billiton as business development, as chief geophysicist in the first 9 years and business development manager on the last 9 years based in Vancouver, Canada. I have experience from working in more than 30 countries. I have negotiated and identified opportunities in excess of 50 all over the world, and have done business and deals between negotiating for BHP Billiton with junior companies, governments, major companies such as Rio Tinto, DBS, etc. I have been a member of discovery teams, and therefore I believe I know the mining business pretty well. The CEO of the group, his name is Hilbert Sills. He's an early 50s geologist. He lives now in Guyana. He's Canadian of Guyanese origin. And he used to be the former vice president of Gold and Star, an exceptional man who has put 3 gold mines in production, but he has been involved in the bauxite business in the last 7 years. He has experienced more than 20 years experience in working in more than 14 countries. Our chairman, Mr. Harris, is a well-known entrepreneur in the Vancouver Canadian scene. He was involved in the chemist's discovery and the sale of St. Philip's to Royal Oak in the 90s. Lee Grubber, a director of the company and director of Pacific Road Capital, over 35 years of experience in the mining industry, 23 years with Homestake Mining, as Vice President Corporate Development, 7 years with Endeavor Financial in Vancouver, etc. So, as you will see, the board and the team, management team that we are building is solid, and especially coming from the mining industry with experience on the producing side. First Bauxite Corporation is effectively a 22-month-old junior company listed on TSX Venture. We had a forward split 2-1 among the financial meltdown in December 2008. Our issued capital is 43 million shares, but fully diluted at around 60 million shares. At the moment, we've got about $6 million Canadian dollars into the treasury, and the completion of the feasibility study will necessitate no more than $1 million. So therefore, from the current treasury, we will still have outstanding money to pay for buying trucks and development costs for the mine, for the Bonasika mine. You will see the stock diagram and the key milestones at the same picture. This is a very interesting slide talking about rock valuation and comparison at the end of the story of bauxite with other metals that everybody knows. And effectively, you have a gold mine, a very rich gold deposit, at a grade of 5 grams per ton, and at the price of 1 ounce at $1,000. The value of the rock in the ground is about $160 per ton, metric ton. If you've got the porphyry copper project of about 1% copper, and how many of them exist out there? Very few. This is a very rich copper porphyry project. The value of the rock on the ground is around $55 to $60 per metric ton. If I had to sell a raw bauxite from Bonasika at the moment, I could sell that at $70 per ton, and we had an offer which we rejected recently. If I calcine my bauxite, and because I lose some tonnage, I have discounted this price, my actual value of the rock in the ground is around $200 per ton. I would like also to compare that on the top part of the diagram. To produce gold and copper, in other words, you need intensive capital expenditure, long project delivery times, in cases deep mining issues and environmental sensitivities. Mining bauxite is very easy. We are talking about ultra-shallow mining, very short project delivery times, and low capital expenditures. Absolutely no chemicals used, so environmental friendly mining and very simple mining process. Slide number 24 is the highlights and summary, and effectively I do not want to repeat everything here, but unless I say that First Bauxite will become the North American company to produce refractory grade bauxite exported to European and North American clients. This is a unique product that at the moment only Guyana and China supplies to the non-China world's demands. It's a basic product that there is tremendous demand but no supply or supply constraints in some cases. The feasibility study on Bonasika will be delivered in Q1 2010, and we expect initial production of 100,000 metric tons of refractory bauxite in Q2 2011. We are initiating a second feasibility study at Guaratilla project as we speak, and we are going to produce at a very favorable location in a friendly mining country where gold and bauxite are the prime parts of the GDP of the country. That shows some photographs for your interest to see how this bauxite looks. The trench that you can see 7 meters depth here is going through total bauxite. This pink color material is bauxite. And you can see our new rig just purchased. That concludes our presentation. I want to thank you all for joining us and encourage all of you to take this opportunity and post any questions you may have about the company. For those of you who are watching this presentation at its scheduled time, please begin posting your questions now. For those of you watching this presentation outside of our scheduled times, please post your questions now and check back later for our responses. Thank you very much.